What is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome. Smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you are brand new to the channel. Go ahead and turn on post notifications on. Let me turn on those lights right behind you. What color are we gonna do today? I think we're gonna switch it up. I think it's a little too much. There you go. Awesome possum. So we're gonna be talking about Solana continues to dump. I was gonna say pump. It's actually dumping. And it actually seems like it's been losing its support that we were actually talking about yesterday. So I think I'm a little bit more bearish with Solana overall. I know a lot of people are going to go ahead and feel otherwise, but as I mentioned, I'm not here to be correct. I'm just here to look at the charts and kind of make a decision on where we're going to be heading towards moving forward. So if you like that kind of content, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and welcome as well. Yeah? So let's go ahead and get this party started. Let me go ahead and start posting this on Discord because no one knows that we are officially live. So let me go ahead and get that up and running. Thank you, Happy. Thank you for joining me today. Let me go ahead and post this real quick. And give me 1 second. Glenn, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing good today, bro. Let me go ahead and post this on Discord real quick. Dude, I'm so sorry, chat, by the way. I ended up waking up very freaking late today. I slept in. I haven't slept like this in forever. Like, I literally woke up like midday. So I apologize for this like last minute. We are live. Show me tokens. Oops. Tokens. Let's go ahead and do that. Now let's go ahead and copy this. And now let's head over to Twitter. And by the way, go ahead and join my my Solana, my Discord down below, by the way. Let me go ahead and post this message real quick to chat. We are live, chat. So there you go. Let's see who joins us tonight. I'm not going to go ahead and make like a live stream way too long today, just due to the fact that we are actually having a pre-sale that's actually about to be coming out very soon, which is something I'm definitely looking forward to. And that's what I'm excited for. So hopefully all of you could go ahead and join me on this pre-sale, a launch sale. Shout out to Ganasa's network. He's the one who told me about this alpha, about Bakery Swap. You could actually go ahead and buy Bakery on MEXC, by the way. If you want to go ahead and do that, go ahead and use my MEXC link down below. So we'll actually be getting ready with my Discord chat later on today in a couple hours to go ahead and get all that set up for this pre-sale that's actually going. Apparently this should be doing a 30x. You know, obviously none of this is financial advice, so only enter at your own risk, but I'm only going to throw in a couple bucks, about, you know, at the most I'm going to throw in like $300. You know, if it plays out pretty well, if it does a 30x, it's about 9 grand, which 9 grand sounds really good right now, to be honest. That would definitely go ahead and help me out with some trading and making some more plays. So 9 grand sounds good, can't complain on that. So let's go ahead and see how that goes. But let me go ahead and pull out the chat on my phone because I don't know what's going on with comments right now. Let me go ahead and read those real quick. Let's see where we at. Awesome, how's it going, Glenn? Welcome. Suave, how's it going, my guy? Glad to have you here. Long time no see, John. My boy finally getting some sleep. Yeah, dude, 100%. I haven't like freaking been sleeping for like the past, honestly I haven't been getting sleep for the past 3 months, but I finally started to get some good sleep now, and that's just because I haven't been trading. Like, ever since I stopped trading, like, dude, I've been sleeping so much freaking better. Like, I'm not as stressed and like literally almost losing my mind every day, you know, with sleepless nights and, you know, not touching grass. So it's definitely something that I would recommend all of you if you are trading constantly. You know, go out, spend some time with some family or friends, you know, do some hobbies outside of trading, because, you know, I love trading a lot. That I usually just, literally my whole life revolves around crypto, dude. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, that's literally the only thing I look forward to. Like, I wake up and I'm like, dude, I want to go ahead and stream and talk to chat. That's literally what my life is, dude. Like, I enjoy that so much that that's literally all I could think of. So it's really difficult to actually go ahead and do that pivot, right? But it is something that I would definitely recommend for everybody. Like, you know, sometimes take breaks. Breaks are needed, especially when it comes to trading. I do think that I could have probably avoided a lot of my losses previously if I would have just like taken a break after getting a really massive win, where there's a couple $100,000 or a couple $100. Like, sometimes it's needed for you to take like 1 week or like a couple days off of trading, where you just don't even look at the charts, right? Or look at the charts, but try not to be in the freaking trade. And I think that mentally that helps you out a lot. Like, for me personally, like, ever since I freaking got wrecked last 2 weeks ago with that liquidity grab, dude, life has been freaking great. Despite the fact that I haven't been involved in any of these freaking plays, which kind of pisses me off a lot, but I've been sleeping really well. Like, I slept yesterday. Like, dude, I slept freaking good. Like, I slept for over 10 hours. I'm not even sure if that's healthy, but as I told you, I haven't been sleeping for over 3 months, like, with a good schedule. You know what I mean? So, like, I've literally been taking like 3-4 hours of sleep, and I've been running literally my whole entire day with just caffeine, which is also not good. So I'm pretty sure 10 hours of sleep is better than no sleep, right? Anyways, welcome everybody. Thank you, Sol. Thank you for being here today. I do hope that all of you could go ahead and join me on this this pre-sale. I don't know how it's gonna go. Apparently, it's supposed to be good. Let's go ahead and post that on the comments right here. Let me go ahead and post that, and then we're gonna go ahead and start talking about Solana, right? Because a lot of people have been getting super hyped up about Solana, and I've been talking about some very critical areas that we should be aware of. And right now we're kind of seeing that dip in the market, right? Where it looks like a lot of these Ethereum tokens are actually doing a lot better than the Solana tokens. The Solana tokens seem to be taking a dip, and if I'm not mistaken, that's probably because Ethereum probably made new highs. I think it probably broke this area of resistance. I think I don't know. I just saw something like that on Twitter. I haven't really looked at the charts today, to be honest. But obviously, you know, Solana's not doing good. It's not doing bad, but it's also not doing good. And I got a lot of good comments on my last videos. I think more people agree with me than disagree. There's maybe like a few people that disagree with my analysis, which is okay. As I mentioned, I'm not here to be right. I don't want to be right. I think the more times you're wrong, the more you can go ahead and learn as a person, individually, and as a trader. So I'm not here to be right. I don't want to be right. Honestly, I just want to go ahead and learn from, you know, my own mistakes, and then just become better every day. So just keep that out in mind. I'm not here to be right. I don't care about being right, you know? I'm just here to go ahead and learn and see where all my analysis goes. And obviously, the better it goes, the more I learn, the more I become better, the better trader I am, right? So regardless, with all of that being said, let's look at the fear and greed chart. So the fear and greed chart right now, 73. This is obviously for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually looking a lot better than it did 2 days ago. Now Solana is looking a lot worse. If that makes any sense. If we go ahead and take a look at the daily with Solana, I did mention that as long as we stay above the 101.479, we should be good. We haven't lost that area of support, so, you know, you really can't be, you know, getting excited for being bearish, if you want to call it. I think a time for us to be extremely bearish, it's not only now, but is as soon as we go ahead and lose the support, right? So you're like, John, what the heck does that mean? Well, if we go ahead and lose the support at 101.479, which is really no support, because as I mentioned, there's really no support. Even back over here, back in 2021, there was no freaking support. There was no resistance. The only time we ever got to these levels where we were getting rejected at the 101 was back here in 2022. And then back here in 2022 again in May, that's when we went ahead and we fell below 101, and we ended up dumping all the way down over 80%. So that's where I'm basing my area of support, which, as I mentioned in my previous videos, that when we have a project, not just Solana, right? This is not a Solana thing. I just want all of you to go ahead and keep that in mind. I have nothing against Solana, even though I think it sucks. There's nothing revolutionary about it. It's fundamentally, I don't think it's exciting, but whatever floats your boat and whatever makes money, I'm in it. But what I'm trying to say, regardless of all that, is when we have tokens or projects or coins, whatever you want to call them, when we have massive run-ups like this, and I'm going to repeat myself one more time, right? When we have massive run-ups like this without any area of support being found, it's a lot easier for us to go ahead and drop down quickly, right? It did take us a little bit longer to pump, but trust me, on the way down, it's going to slide down like a freaking slide. As I mentioned, I gave you that analogy yesterday. Like, imagine climbing up a freaking mountain, right? Or you're driving up a mountain. It's going to take a little bit more power to drive up a mountain. especially if it's inclined, as opposed to when it's down, right? Decline, right? I think it's called decline, incline, decline, whatever the case is. Incline, decline, we'll just stick to that. So it's easier, it's actually harder going up a hill, right? But as soon as you come down, you go down pretty quick, right? You could even go in your car without even stepping on the gas, and you'll literally just freaking drop down the hill. Like, you could probably do over 50 miles per hour depending on how deep the hill is, steep the hill is, without actually pressing the gas. And that's kind of where we're at right here with Solana, right? It's the problem is that there was never no support to be found. Like, there's no support really at the 101. There's really no support at the 88. This is really no area of support either, I would say. I mean, this is some support, but it's not strong support, meaning it's actually weak support. So basically saying that there's a probability that we could easily break past through this and go down even lower. And my price target, it's around this area though. I want to be honest, my price target is around 69 to 70. I think that's what's very, very possible for Solana in general. And that's just due to the fact that we haven't had any actually area of support all around right here. And this is the reason why I don't like getting excited about when we pump like this. Like, it's freaking fun, trust me. It's something I've been learning, right? As I mentioned, I usually would get freaking excited when I would see run-ups like this with projects. But I would never really understand why it would drop like crazy, right? Well, why we will see 80% dumps. And the reason why, as I said, it's very, very simple, is that there's no areas of support around here. I guess the only area you could call somewhat of support is around the 69 to 70. This is somewhat of an area of support, and even a little bit lower around the 62, which is around on the 618 on the Fibonacci retracement, which is actually a bullish sign, right? So more than likely, if we do continue to go ahead and drop down below, I do expect us to reach this level of the 618, which would take us around the 70 to the $60 range, right? Who knows where the top or the bottom is? As I mentioned, I'm not here to go ahead and, predict exactly where a price action of a project is going to go. I've never been that kind of person. I'm not here to go ahead and hype or scare you in any of your positions. I'm just here to go ahead and analyze data and then just go based on the everyday price action that we're getting, right? So very, very simple. We break 101. 479, we are more than likely going to be reaching the levels of 70 to 69, which is, the thumbnail of my video. And it's actually quite bullish. It actually sits around the 618. So it's actually not that big of a problem. You actually look at the longer term perspective, right? Obviously, the Moon Boys are going to get, quite mad. And then that's when we actually start seeing a bigger hit with the meme tokens. And we're actually seeing that with meme tokens right now on Solana, right? We're seeing a lot of them dumping, 40, 50, 60, 80%, which is actually quite normal, right? Like, it's crazy to say that 60 to 80% retracements are normal. But, welcome to crypto. Congratulations, by the way, for being a part of this roller coaster, biggest freaking emotional roller coaster of your life. And it's going to be a love and hate relationship with crypto. But regardless of what I'm saying, dude, honestly, it doesn't really matter. I've been saying how we've reached some sort of top, and that's just because we've been seeing crazy articles of like traders turning $40 into $1.16 million, which is insane, right? And typically every time we see articles like this, whether it's Solana or, not Solana, ALTCOIN, SHIB, all of that, that's typically when we reach some sort of top. But as I mentioned, just keep it simple. 101.479 breaks. We're going to go ahead and come down to the 618, which is going to be around the 60 to 70 range. If you want Solana to go ahead and continue to be bullish, let's go into the smaller time frames, looking at the weekly. And we're actually going to go ahead and get rid of this Fibonacci retracement, right? So let's go ahead and read some questions before we start going in any further. Let's go ahead and see. Took some profits out into cash recently and went out to dinner yesterday with some family. Was a nice break to step away from this space. Nice, man. Where'd you go out to eat, bro? What'd you eat? Steak? Glenn says, missed the play, but that's how it goes. Yeah, man. I mean, that's just a story of crypto, right? We're always going to go ahead and lose out on money and lose out on opportunities. I've lost out on a lot of freaking opportunities this last month and a half. That ever since I got liquidated, I've been out of the market for almost a month. I think about a month. Yeah, I just got paid, so that's exciting. That means I'm back in the market. I'm gonna go ahead and degen some money into the market, but with the money that I'm gonna throw into the market, I'm only gonna throw in about $300, right? Roughly, I would always go ahead and fund my account every time I would get paid. I probably, usually would trade with a little bit more over $1,200. That's usually what I would go in after I would get paid all the time. After every paycheck, I'd throw in $1,200 into my trading account and start doing some degenerate freaking gambling, if you want to call it. But right now, because of the sentiment of the market, I'm only okay throwing $300. I'm going to throw $300 into this pre-sale, and I'm just going to sit on cash. And I'm going to be sitting on cash these next couple days, or these next couple months. I'm probably going to go ahead and do dollar cost averaging. But overall, I'm going to have a nice little bag, and then I'm mostly going to have cash on the side, right? I might do a 30, 80, I don't know. Really depends on, you know, how we see this market. As we start to get more signs in the market, whether it's, you know, time to go ahead and long or short, which obviously I don't think is going to be time to long, maybe more than shorting, I will go ahead and throw in a little bit more, you know, money into my positions. But as of right now, the only position I'm really looking into getting is this bakery. So hopefully we can go ahead and get that, and hopefully a lot of you could go ahead and join me with that. It is on the ordinals. Really hype tokens, right? The ordinals is BRC20. So what I'm trying to say overall is, I lost my freaking train of thought, bro. Honestly, I was saying something very interesting and I completely forgot. Let's see, missed the play, but that's how it goes. Hey, Basilio, how's it going, my guy? Tarek, can you send me 0.1 Solana? I can't take profit. My exchange is locked 24 hours. Need, I mean, 0. I mean, let's go ahead and see, bro. Honestly, I don't even know if I have any Solana money. As I mentioned, like, I really don't have much money right now in my wallet. Like, I don't have any. If I have any money in my wallet, yeah, I'll send you some money, but let's see how much money I have. I have 82 cents, bro. If 82 cents works, I'll send you like 40 cents. Just comment down below, bro. Just comment down below and send me your wallet. But this is literally all the money I have right now. Like, I don't have any money right now at the moment. This is literally all I have. Is this your wallet, Tarek? Do I know Tarek? No, I don't know Tarek. I don't know Tarek at all. But I do now. Let's see. Yeah, hopefully you're not trying to scam me, bro. I mean, either way, if you try to scam me, I don't have any money for you to take from me, so it's not that big of a deal. I'll go ahead and send you 20 cents, bro. That's like literally freaking all the money you see on my Phantom wallet. That's all the money I have, bro. So I've taken so many freaking L's with a lot of these Solana meme tokens. It says it was sent, so hopefully you can go ahead and exit out your trade, bro. But yeah, that's what we should all be doing with each other, right? Helping each other whenever we're in situations like this. So hopefully you can go ahead and exit your trade. But yeah, these are freaking all the plays I've taken L's on. Gary, Joker, Harry Potter, Obama. This would have been a really good play, but I took an L on this too. So right now I'm not going to be touching any Solana meme tokens, dude. I'm just going to take my L. I'm glad I only threw in probably like 80 to 100 bucks. And I'm glad I didn't have any more money, or else I would have lost all my freaking money. But yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and read some comments real quick, man. Silly Dragon is giving me Bonka vibes. Well, isn't Silly Dragon's actually pretty big. If I'm not mistaken, Basilio, Silly Dragon was actually one of the first Solana meme tokens, or not the first, but one of the Solana meme tokens that really took off, that, you know, started turning a lot of people into millionaires. I'm sure Bonk did the same thing though. Yeah, you're welcome, my guy. Look at Smile. I bought at 25,000 market cap. If you could go ahead and post a smart contract down below, that'd be helpful, bro. Tarek, you could go ahead and post a smart contract down below. And by the way, chat, go ahead and please smash that like button for me. We are at over 10 watchers right now and only 5 likes. Like, really, dude, likes help me a lot in the channel, trust me. And I really do appreciate all of you. There we go, 6 likes now. 6 likes, 10 watchers. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it going. I also want to go ahead and say thank you very much. We're like literally about to go ahead and surpass 4.60 or 4.600 or 4.6 thousand. You know what I mean. I'm 1 subscriber away from hitting 4.6 subscribers. So If you're watching this right now and you're brand new, dude, come on. Go ahead and make it happen for me. Smash that subscribe button for me. But anyways, as I was saying, Solana, right? A lot of people get mad with my analysis. Like, I'm not here to go ahead and agree with any of you. Just not trying to be like that kind of person. But like, I'm not here to freaking, you know, have you like me. I'm just here to freaking give you analysis, and whether you agree with it or not, that's your freaking problem. You know what I mean? I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm giving you my plan of what I'm doing and what I'm thinking, and then you come up with your own analysis of what you want to go ahead and do, right? So right now with Solana, even on the hourly, it looks pretty bearish. Right now at the hourly, can this thing go ahead and reverse and do its thing? Yeah, 100%. But we do see right here that back over here earlier today, we actually saw Solana. Let's go as far as Tuesday, right? I did mention we were more than likely going to have this down staircase effect. That makes no freaking sense. Anyways, we see that Solana here on Tuesday was at 117, and then right now today we ended up getting rejected at 114, right? So we're making newer lows every time, and I expect this to continue. So don't be surprised if we see Solana hit 108 before coming back down, and more than likely we're going to go ahead and lose to 101, and I do think we are going to be approaching 95. 95 is a major buy zone on the hourly at least, so we're going to go ahead and see how that plays out. But as soon as we go ahead and break that 101 short term, I do see us reaching 95, and that is honestly a more likely scenario to happen. Like, I don't see this thing reversing unless we see us break above 110. So in order for us to be bullish back again, I would like to go ahead and see us break above 108.084 and then hold above that area. So as long as we see Solana break above the 108 and approaches the 109 and continues to go back up, then I'm going to go ahead and change my stand and be like, hey, you know what, chat? The reversal has now happened, and we are now going to be approaching Solana at 147. But until then, I'm bearish on Solana, and I have been bearish on Solana for the last couple of days. As I mentioned, this could all change. So this is just based on the analysis that we're seeing right now. But we could probably go ahead and see Solana break below the 101 probably by, if tomorrow, today's Wednesday, at least my time zone is Wednesday right now, we'll probably go ahead and see that around Thursday, Friday. We should go ahead and see what Solana is going to do. I think no later than Thursday, unless we go ahead and enter this very freaking slow consolidating phase. But we are more than likely going to go ahead and get some sort of answer by Friday. No later than Friday, we should go ahead and have an idea of where, you know, Solana is going to be going, and what we're going to be focusing on next after we do go ahead and get these zones. Let's say we do fall down to 90, 95. It's how well can we go ahead and form this area of support, right? Is it going to continue to fall? As I mentioned, because there has been really no area of support, don't be surprised if we do see Solana just continue to dump and start approaching the 69 to the 70. Because in my opinion, I think this is probably the only best area of support Solana has, realistically. And that's kind of the reason why, like, I didn't like when Solana was reaching these levels, because then we have problems like this where when it falls, it freaking falls. And if you measure it from this top to this bottom, I've been mentioning how we need like a 30 to 40% correction in the market. If we do go ahead and see Solana break down to around the 60 to the 70 zone, we're going to be looking at a 40% correction, right? So I think a lot of people are actually going to be happy if we see a 40% correction on Solana. I think a lot of people are going to buy out the dips, right? So I think either way, if we're bullish in Solana long term like I am, like I don't like Solana, but I'm bullish in it because I know Solana will be worth over $500 to $1,000 in the future. And I think this is literally the signal that we needed for us to go ahead and confirm, hey, you know what? It looks like Solana still has a lot of strength. The community is very bullish. It is time to buy. So I'll definitely be looking to grab some Solana around these zones right here, around the 60 to 70 zone. As I mentioned, if you don't want to go ahead and time the market, then just freaking dollar cost average. That's all I could really tell you. But what I could tell you is that, you know, we are more than likely going to go ahead and drop below. We are kind of just needed for that correction. Anything could change. I don't want to say that we can't, because realistically we are still at this 101 area of support. So don't lose hope yet. As I mentioned, give it till Friday. and we'll get an answer exactly where Solana is going. I also want to go ahead and point out that the DXY is actually continuing to drop. So we should actually see Bitcoin continuing to pump, which is actually quite interesting, right? Because I mentioned that the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones has literally been hitting, you know, all-time highs in the market. So does this freaking stock market need a freaking correction, and so does the DXY. So every freaking market that we're in right now needs a correction. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have one last pump before we have one dump. And right now with the DXY, that's actually what we're seeing, right? I was talking about how we could see a reversal right here in the dollar, and we actually lost the support, and we already fell below this area right here, especially this yellow line. Like this yellow line right here for me was going to confirm whether the US dollar was going to continue to dump. And what I could go ahead and tell you is that the US dollar is going to be approaching down to the 99. So do expect the dollar to continue to dump. As well, the stock market continue to pump, and as well, I do believe now that Bitcoin will go ahead and more than likely continue to pump, and we should be seeing Bitcoin break above. And what this is actually giving me a sign as well too, which makes sense why Solana is dumping, is that it looks like a lot of the people that were probably in Solana and took profits and made their money in Solana are now re-entering the position on Bitcoin. This kind of looks like Bitcoin dominance is picking up. I haven't looked at Bitcoin dominance yet, but based on what we're looking at right now in the market, it looks like Bitcoin dominance has been slightly picking up, right? And I was actually really bearish with Bitcoin not that long ago. I was super bearish. I was like, dude, expect Bitcoin to go ahead and drop down $40,000. As soon as we see Bitcoin break down to $40,000, I'm shorting Bitcoin, right? Right now, I wouldn't long Bitcoin either. you know what I mean? It's like I'm not going to short it, and I'm not going to long it. Like, I had somebody laughing at me last video talking about, like, oh, dude, who freaking shorts a bull market, right? I agree with you. I said I will short the market as soon as I see a sign. Same thing when, it's time to long the market. I'm going to go ahead and long the market when I see a sign. And we haven't received that sign yet in the market to go ahead and short it, and in my opinion, to long it. I think Bitcoin still is at critical areas. I'm not willing to go ahead and take that trade yet. What I could go ahead and say that it might be a really good trade for Bitcoin if you're looking to trade Bitcoin is that as soon as we do go ahead and see Bitcoin break past $44,000 and we see some sort of retracement, then this would be a confirmation for me to go ahead and enter a long, because that would mean that we will be approaching $48,000. So as I mentioned, I'm just here to analyze the market every day and then just look for an opportunity to jump in, right? So far right now, even with Bitcoin, same thing could happen. We could literally just lose its dominance and just drop all the way down, which I'm actually more bullish on Bitcoin than I'm actually bullish on Solana. And as I mentioned, I think it's maybe because all the people that made money on Solana are now moving back to Bitcoin, and that's probably why we're also seeing a lot of these meme tokens take a hit, right? Because people are now going back into Bitcoin and they're switching back into trading actually Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin does continue to pump, and let's say Bitcoin does break past that $44,000, and with this, this token that we're talking about, Bitland, that's actually going to be launching later on today in a couple hours, this means that this token's probably going to freaking moon, bro. That means this token's going to freaking moon. So definitely have this token on your watch list. As I said, I'm a risk it for the biscuit. I'm going to only throw in about $300. And then the rest, I'm just going to go ahead and sit cash ready USDT and then just wait for these markets to give me a sign of whether long or short. So I'm just here to go ahead and ride the wave. I really don't care if it goes up. I really don't care if it goes down. I'm just here to ride the wave. If I'm trading, if I'm just dollar cost averaging or looking to go ahead and add up to my bags, then yeah, just don't even focus about the market. Just look at the longer term perspective, and the longer term perspective is Bitcoin's really bullish. That's really, to go ahead and say the least, right? I need TP on Smile. I was on 6th. Nice, bro. Do you think these memes like Pokey are dead, or will it just take a while? By the way, new sub, and you are the best in the biz for DJing. Keep it up, bro. I appreciate you, Chris. Really do appreciate you, my guy. Thank you very much. That's a great question. So we're going to go ahead and do some technical analysis on Ponky right now. But let's go ahead and see the video, or not the video, the smart contract that Tarek gave to us. Same thing. Smile. We're going to do some technical analysis on Smile. the problem is with tokens like this, it's really, really difficult to do technical analysis, especially when it comes to meme tokens. I don't like doing TA on meme tokens. I don't like doing predictions because it's very, 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 very freaking manipulated. There's a lot of aspects you can't consider. For example, you know, Grok. You know, if you were trading Grok when I was, you know, entering Grok, dumbest thing ever, the contract got exploited and it dumped 80%. That's something you can't predict, right? That's something you can't go ahead and know unless you have insider information that a project's gonna dump, right? I don't like doing that, but we'll go ahead and do some technical analysis on Smile. Even though I just told you that it doesn't really work, but it does sometimes. It's good to be aware of where technical analysis could take you when it comes to meme coins, but just know that these levels are not as respected as if you were trading your higher cap altcoin, right? And that's just because of the more manipulation. Just want all of you to go ahead and keep that in mind. But we're going to go ahead and use some tools that I usually go ahead and use, just super basic support and resistance. And we're going to go ahead and use the 618 Fibonacci retracement, right? So with that being said, let me go ahead and read some comments, and then we're going to go ahead and look into Smile. Glenn sent you something to your Phantom, John. I appreciate you, my guy. Glenn, okay, we're going to go ahead and look at PIF right now, and then I'm going to go ahead and answer Chris. And I do want to go ahead and say welcome, Chris, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all of you for tuning in today. Let me go ahead and take a sip of my drink, bro. That's pretty good. Anyways, Smile. All right, let's go ahead and talk about Smile, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about Ponky, and then I'm going to go ahead and talk about the token that Glenn just gave to me, all right? So Smile is sitting at a 928,000 market cap. Liquidity seems to not be there. Maybe it's just a glitch. 1.31 thousand holders, $498,000 in volume. Based on Smile, looking at the 5-minute chart, we do see that we have found some areas of support and resistance. And the good thing is that typically when I find areas of support and resistance, in my opinion, and it does align with the 618 Fibonacci, it's usually a pretty good sign, right? But as I mentioned, don't go ahead and rely too much on this, because usually with meme tokens, they usually don't retrace as much, or sometimes they retrace a lot more than usual. But if you're looking to go ahead and enter a trade on Smile, I would go ahead and wait for it to reach this level at the 618 right here, which if we do go ahead and measure right here with my basic resistance that I put earlier, it actually aligns with the 618. It's apparently, from what I heard, the 618 is supposed to be the golden rule where typically projects dump. It's actually like something with life. If you really want to go ahead and understand what the 618 Fibonacci sequences is actually something with science, I believe. So you can go ahead and do that kind of research yourself. I'm not too big on the science things, but anyways, you can go ahead and do that. You can go ahead and find out what the freaking 618 is. But basically, from what I understood, and I know that the 618, typically when it drops down to the 618, it's typically an area where it's going to dump down to, right? And typically an area where we will see some sort of reversal. The problem is using the Fibonacci right now retracement on the 618, we could go ahead and see ideally that this is where our support will be, our next area of support, meaning that we could either dump to around this area, or we will dump to this area before we see a takeoff. The thing is, as I mentioned, you just don't know with meme tokens. This is the kind of the issue when it comes to relying on such tools and technical analysis, that realistically we really don't know. If there's a lot of people just buying the token, it's going to go based on just emotion and not so much logic, right? And that's typically what we see with a lot of these meme tokens. So if you are really bullish in this token for whatever reason, you know, your only two options is you wait for the 618 Fibonacci retracement to hit, which actually looks like it's dumping. But we could actually see that, you know, that dip bought out pretty quickly. So if you do go ahead and see Smile, you want to enter a trade on Smile, I would say just wait for this thing to retrace around 0.01437. This would be the zone. But as I mentioned, don't rely too much on the information of the 618, because usually with meme tokens, it's more emotion trading than logic. And most people are, you know, typically the way it works is that the more people find out about this token, the more people buy it. And they don't rely too much on technical analysis, and that's kind of where the difficult part with technical analysis comes in. But as I mentioned, usually, typically, the 618 is always respected, right? Whether it respects it right here, whether it does dump right here, right now, or it dumps when it continues to go up and then it dumps. So you just never know, but typically the 618 is the area that you want to go ahead and keep your eyes on. So if you want to enter Smile, then I would say just wait for this retracement to happen, and that'd be a retracement down to an additional 30 to 40%, right? So just wait for a 30 to 40% retracement and then enter if you really can be patient. If you're like, hey John, like I think it's gonna moon even more and I really want to buy in, because you really can't tell with meme tokens. Sometimes you're waiting for the dip and literally the token takes off. Then I would go ahead and just, you know, not financial advice, I would just go ahead and let's say if you're throwing in $1,000 or $500 or $80, only throw in half right now, and only throwing about half of it. So just in case if it does follow the 618 retracement right now, you could just go ahead and buy up the dip. That's what would be my best suggestion for you. You know, as I mentioned, TA on meme tokens is very, very difficult. So it's not something that's 100% accurate. Like we could sit here and align Jupiter with Mars and probably get a probability of a token actually dumping, but the chances of that actually happen are almost very slim to none. But even if we go right here based on the Fibonacci retracement, from this bottom to this high, you do see that the Fibonacci retracement was actually respected on this area of support around the 618. And as soon as we saw, you know, we found some sort of top and we saw some sort of retracement, we saw it hit the 618, and then we saw it take off. So that's another sign to prove to you that the 618 is usually respected, but it's not always a case. And this was actually an area of the 618 right here, and that's why we saw it pump. So if it has followed that zone, there could be a probability that the 618 Fibonacci retracement could be respected again. Or maybe it goes up even higher before. Maybe it goes up like this, and then the Fibonacci retracement will be from, you know, from this bottom to this top, which would take us still at around the same, actually no, which would take us around this zone right here, that buy-in area. So it just depends. But just keep your eyes on this, as I mentioned. If you want to go ahead and enter Smile, high risk, high reward, 80% chance of losing. As someone told me last video, they're like, hey John, literally as soon as you freaking were talking about that project and the live stream was over, the project dumped. Well, yeah, you have to be very careful. I don't buy any of these tokens, by the way, chat. Like all the tokens, a lot of you like shill to the chat. Like I'm not buying. Like just a heads up. I don't buy any of them because right now I'm not trading any of these tokens. The only thing I'm looking to go ahead and trade into is that it's that Launchpad IDO pre-sale that's going to be coming out in a couple hours. That's the only thing that I'm actually going to be jumping in. Look, it's actually dumping. Nice. Maybe we could hit the 618 right now live. Oh, hey, Fakey. Hey, how's it going? D. It was D, right? Was it D? Shorts, remember your name. It's Key. There you go. Key. There you go. It was Key. I remember now. 618. Yeah, 618 Fibonacci is it's a Fibonacci sequence. You could look it up. But anyways, that's what it is with Smiles. As far as Chris, if Chris is still here, he asked me, do you think memes like Ponky are dead? So that's a great question. Do I think memes like Ponky are dead? The problem is, what? It's Key, right? I said Key, or I forgot what I said. I said your name correctly though, right? Key. Ponky, that's what I was looking at. Ponky. Where you get D from? LOL. You being funny. I don't know why I said D. Ponky. Let's go ahead and look at Ponky. So Ponky, the question is, do I believe projects like Ponky are dead? Well, the thing is with Ponky, the problem that we actually had is that Ponky actually got listed on MEXC, and I told a lot of you that typically when Ponky hits these the MEXC, it really gets the MEXC effect. Right now, the problem with what we're seeing with Ponky is Ponky officially dead. I mean, we do see a massive retracement. Is it a surprise to me? Not really. It's typically what we see in the market. It does look like we have somewhat found some sort of area of support. As I mentioned earlier with my previous videos, that the problem is in the market when we have massive pumps to the upside with no retracement, it's really, really easy for us to have 80 to 90% dumps, right? And right now with what we're seeing with Ponky is the problem that we're seeing with Solana. As long as Solana continues to dump, expect a lot of these meme tokens to dump. And the thing is, with a lot of these Solana meme tokens, you have two narratives, right? The first narrative is that a lot of these meme tokens move very, very close with Solana, meaning whatever Solana does, if it pumps, the meme tokens pump with it. If the tokens dump, they're going to go ahead and dump 80 to 70% down. And that's actually what we're seeing right now, right? You know, Ponky was literally a project that was over 44 million market cap, and currently right now sitting at 7.82 million, right? There's a reason why I don't like jumping into projects that are super, super hyped. I would rather take the risk at, you know, very low prices. But even with that being said, the total supply of this is 555.55 million. So I do believe that as soon as we see some sort of retracement with Solana, if we do, it could be worth buying into these higher cap meme tokens. And I think Ponky could be one of those. You know, Ponky could probably be one of those tokens that you definitely want to be leveraged into if you believe in Bonk. So if you believe in Bonk, I think, you know, having some sort of tokens on Ponky would definitely be beneficial to you. That's just solely my opinion. But as I mentioned, the problem is that we're having right now is that Solana is slightly falling down, and if Solana continues to dump, do expect a lot of these meme tokens to dump as well, right? So until we see Solana picking up back again, then we're going to start seeing these meme tokens pick up again. So if you really believe in it because of the community or whatever the case is, you know, just buy the dip, I guess. But when it comes to a lot of these meme tokens, for me, I kind of personally would rather trade them. I don't like being too much a community holder. I don't believe in the community. I know community is real, but for me personally, I just don't like drinking the community Kool-Aid, you know? I'm just here to make money, bro. Like, realistically, like if a token's gonna pump, we're gonna make money off of it. If it's time to buy, we're buying. If it's time to sell, we're selling, right? I'm not here to go ahead and join a community and sing Kumbaya together and hold hands and talk about how we're going to go to the moon and change the world, right? I think we could go ahead and do that with our community. You know, I'm here for the community with our community because I know what I'm going to deliver and what I'm looking to go ahead and do and provide. But as far as these community tokens, the way it works, it's what's hot now, and then you're on to the next. That's really the way a lot of these communities work, and a lot of the developers are working on multiple freaking projects. So as soon as one project kind of flops, they're on to the next. They don't care what your decision is to whether buy or sell, because they already made so much money on the back end from you, and they're already making more money on new projects they just literally dumped or pumped. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these developers have over 5 to 10 projects literally working back to back, so they really have no worry. They know at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. You know, a lot of these developers know that they need to create 10 to 20 tokens, 10 to 20 communities, and out of all those 10 to 20, most of them are going to fail, and one of them is going to be very, very successful. And it's all about, you know, hitting it at the right time, you know, the people liking the name, the people liking the logo, or the people really liking the community. And developers know that. So a lot of these developers have multiple freaking projects that they're literally pumping at the same time. 10s to 20s, maybe 30 projects. And they only really put their most attention to the project that succeeds. And with that being said, developers are anonymous. So how do you know where to put your trust into it, right? So for me, when it comes to community tokens, I believe in community, but I'm mostly focusing on the hype and what's hot right now. And if you really believe in Ponky, I think that's going to go along with Bonk, right? I just ran across FriendCoin. What is that? I don't know what FriendCoin is. You did. Give me $1 million. I'll send you my USDT wallet. LOL. Well, I mean, if you send me $1 million, that'd be great too. $1 million sounds good to me. Key says, I need it for SS SHIB, like the CEO of ETH put that in Shiba Inu. I remember that. Didn't they give Vitalik Shiba Inu, if I can recall? Chris says, I dollar cost average on Pokey all the way down because the community is bullish. Same with Shib and Yodo. They all dumped and I kept buying because community strength. Hope I don't get wrecked. Yeah, man. See, the thing is, as long as you understand the community and you're involved with a lot of the community projects, like you're actually involved in Ponky and Yodo and Shib, then yeah, you're going to go ahead and have a better analysis than most people, right? You're going to understand maybe the developer is really good, the CEO, whatever you want to call them. He's really good. But for most people like myself, or like me in general, I trade. You know what I mean? I'm not here to really invest into meme tokens. I'm sure you can make a lot of money on investing in meme tokens, but I'm more of a believer of trading these meme tokens because you really don't know where things are going to go. You know, I would rather just make my quick nut on a lot of these tokens and then I'm out onto the next. That's just really my style. And the reason why is because, for example, a lot of people in my community were super bullish on Pepe 2.0, and I was just trading Pepe 2.0. I made a decent amount of money. But the problem is that a lot of people in my community were probably holding on to this token when I told everybody not to. And they were expecting a 1 billion market cap to come, right? Unfortunately, this token is now doing a version 2. And the community is not as strong as it used to. We've actually lost a lot of holders already because of that announcement of the whole entire contract, you know, coming out with a new one. We've actually broken down, getting close to breaking down the area of support. So for the people that were bag holding Pepe 2 and never sold on these pumps, lost so much freaking more money and time holding onto a token instead of making money when the project was going up and down. And that's why for me personally, like this bull run, because I was like last bull run, I was such the person. I was a freaking person that would like to join these communities and sing Kumbaya together and hold hands and talk about how we're going to go to the moon together. And I'd be the one left holding the bag, right? Always getting wrecked, always losing money. As soon as I started changing my strategy and I started, you know, learning how traders actually trade, because traders and investors have a different mentality, right? Investors usually have the long-term mentality, but most people get confused in crypto with the term, you know, investing into these meme tokens and trading them. And one thing that I analyze from a lot of these good traders is that they're here to make money, bro. They don't care what token goes up. They don't care what they got to short. They don't care what's hot. They don't care what's trending. They're here to go ahead and look for trends and just ride the wave in and out, and that's it. They're going to be happy with freaking whatever money they make, and they're out. And one thing that I've noticed is that most of these people that are traders usually are the people that are making most of the money, right? They're making their money whether the market goes up or whether the market goes down. The only person that usually typically gets wrecked in these markets are the people that are for the community. And that's the reason why I've changed my perspective when it comes to a lot of these tokens. I'm not here to be right. I don't care about being right. I'm here to just make money. So if a token's going to go up, well, then I'm going to buy. If a token is going to go down, well, I'm going to go ahead and short. Whether it was a token that I was so bullish about, I'm going to short it. You know, I'm here to make money. And that's kind of the mentality that you should all go ahead and have, right? I'm not here to go ahead and change your mentality that, you know, community is not the goal. I agree with you. Community is the move. But at the end of the day, when it comes to a lot of these communities, you're kind of putting you're literally putting all your power into someone else. And for me personally, I just don't like doing that. I don't like relying on someone else for my success. I would rather rely on myself for my own success. So, for example, if you're trading, if you're actively trading, if a trade goes wrong your way, it's your fault. It's nobody else's fault. A meme token, if you're holding it on for the community and the developer does something dumb or says something dumb and it dumps the market, you had no control over that. And now you're kind of effed up. So if you put in a lot of money and let's say you put $10,000 and the CEO runs off with your money, you just lost all your money hoping, putting your trust into somebody else besides yourself. And that's kind of the reason why I don't like the investing mentality when it comes to meme tokens. I would rather have the trading mentality because trends come and go with a lot of these meme tokens. Like, for example, Grok was so freaking hot literally like 3-4 weeks ago, and where's Grok now? 42 million market cap. This thing was literally at 200 million. Look at this. I'm sure this thing's gonna reverse, but most people that got freaking screwed were the people that were for the community and more than likely either probably bought in right here or bought him at the bottom right here and never took profits because for the community. But the person that made money at the bottom and the person that made money at the top was a trader. The person that was longing the market right here and the person that was shorting the market. So the trader made money both ways, from the top and the bottom, while the community member just made money holding onto the token forever, or probably hasn't even taken profits because they believe in the community. It's all different kind of styles. So that's kind of the reason why it's a little difficult for me to tell you exactly, you know, buy the dips on a lot of these tokens. For me personally, I just don't, when it comes to a lot of these meme tokens, that's just not my mentality. I think as long as you have a mentality where you understand that there's a probability that a lot of these tokens might die off, and you're investing into longer term projects and dollar cost averaging, then yeah, you're good. But if you're putting all your investment money into meme tokens, that's like, if you're able to take the risk, I say do it. Why not? Because I like taking risks too, right? I like the high risk, high reward. But if you're constantly just buying meme tokens and not making any money out of them, and you're in this cycle going back and forth with meme tokens where you're making money and then you're giving it all back because you got into a scammy project and you're going all in, kind of like what I did. I got into Pepe 2, made a couple dollars in it, and then I went into Grok and I lost it all. Then that's kind of like a never-ending cycle you play, right? So I would suggest like make your money on meme tokens and then diversify into the higher cap altcoins or the lower cap altcoins, like tokens on the gaming side or DeFi. I think that's a good play. So, you know, dollar cost averaging is not bad as long as you keep up with the news of a lot of these projects. Key says, you seen Analos? I'm screaming as soon as a buyback was done. That shit dumped. LOL. That's why you never buybacks is very bad. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. I mean, you did that with Pepe too. I'm screaming hush up. LOL. Talking about Kumbaya. Dump on me. I'm trying to find the address. He took over the chat. Yeah, Punky look good. I'm gonna eat that page. Oh, hey, Glenn. Chris says, no, I'm not involved at all. Fully agree with you. I don't want to trade it, but I trade based on the community. If they are the lovers of the project, they will pump it. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. If you focus on, you know, the community being excited about it, that is called, like, I guess you could consider that fundamentally trading. So there's a difference between fundamentally trading and actively trading. Actively trading, in my opinion, it's more like, you know, looking for candlesticks or pattern sticks or key or support and resistance. And fundamentals for me would be more of like, if you know the community is super hyped and you're okay holding on to a few projects because you understand the community is hyped, you can make a lot of money that way too. The only thing is you have to be confident in your position, right? As long as you're confident in your position and your trade, you're going to do very well. The problem is that most people that enter into the space of crypto, they're in it for the community, and then as soon as the developer doesn't deliver or they don't understand what's going on, they panic sell and then they get wrecked. And that's what I'm saying. So as long as you have the vision and understand what your goal is with these projects, and you understand that there's a high probability it might fail, but you're also looking at based on the community and how the community is getting hyped up, you could go ahead and trade on the community pretty much, right? For example, like I was trading GameStop and AMC back when the whole entire pump happened, because I understood that there was a short squeeze. So I understood the fundamental side of it. I understood that there was a level of shorts having to cover their positions, which was then going to push the price action up even higher on the price of the stock, right? So I was able to get into these projects later on, and then I started to see the momentum kick in. So you could also base it off momentum trading, right? Which is actually what you're doing. So that's actually really good. John loved the quick nut. Yeah, quick nuts are the best way to go. You make your money, you're in and you're out, right? At least with a lot of these meme tokens, that's the mentality. I just don't like, look, I think there's enough influencers that promote freaking meme tokens and like literally tell everybody to buy, and then they end up getting wrecked, right? So that's why for me personally, it's like I love meme tokens. I trade meme tokens, and I trade meme tokens with leverage. But I don't want to go ahead and get anybody purposely wrecked, right? Because that's how people are, and I'm not here to go ahead and lead anybody and tell you, you know, this token is going to go to the freaking moon, buy now, and it doesn't do anything. And then now I feel somewhat responsible, and I feel like I'm leading in line, you know? And for me, I think we have enough influencers doing that already. Glenn, I'm screaming away. Chris says, I don't care if these tokens change the world or go to zero. I'm just trying to follow the trends. I want to learn to trade full time, but I always have a long way to go. I agree with you, Chris. I mean, you're doing really well, bro. If you understand that, I think you should be good. So you refuse my $1 million request. That's treason to be head on him. I mean, if you're gonna give me $1 million, I'll take it any moment, Key. Hey, Candy, how's it going? Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you in forever. How you been, by the way? Happy holidays. Happy New Year's if I don't see you again. I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, Candy. I hope your brother's doing well, man. And I hope your mom's doing it well as well. And I hope you're doing well. Well, Pepe 2.0 is officially done, unfortunately. They are converting into a version 2 contract, which is actually going to be ending on December 29th. So you're going to have to go ahead and convert. You either have two options. You either sell Pepe 2.0 right now, you wait for the new version 2 contract, or you head over to Pepe 2 ETH right here on their Twitter, and then you go ahead and send the wallet address right here so you can receive a 101 airdrop for the new token. The thing is that I've noticed with Pepe 2 is that, you know, the community's really freaking dead. So what I'm going to be doing, since I got fully liquidated on my Pepe 2.0 position about 2 to 3 weeks ago, I lost all my money leverage trading this thing after it dumped freaking 40%. It was a freaking liquidity grab. I'm just going to go ahead and wait and see how Pepe 2.0 does. Typically when version 2 migrations happen on these tokens, they typically dump, right? So I'm looking to go ahead and enter back into the market of Pepe 2 if it dumps. Like if version 2 goes out and it dumps, I'm going to buy. And I'm probably going to buy a couple $100 and kind of do what Chris is doing, right? Because I believe the Pepe narrative is still going to be back. But I know someone's going to laugh at me and it's going to be Key. She says that, you know, the first mistake I ever did was get into a project with the name 2.0 in it, right? So I think the 2.0 narrative is something Pepe 2.0 started, but then we also see it with Croc 2.0, and that thing hasn't really done well anymore because I told you, like, trends change very quickly, and that's why for me personally, it's very difficult holding on to these meme tokens. But as I'm saying, I have a buddy that literally has made thousands of dollars these last couple days. Like literally a couple days ago, he made over 40 grand on Ponky when he got in at like 1 million market cap. He made over 100,000 on Grok, like the first couple of days at launch, and he actually told me about it. So there's ways to analyze how these tokens pump, right? And he knows what's gonna pump. I don't. There's a difference between, you know, trading, you know, the charts and trading how the community reacts, right? So there's a huge difference, and for me, I haven't been in that scene in forever. That's actually something I'm working on right now. And I'm only community-based trading because I haven't learned TA yet. My goal is to be an emotionless trader based on all factors. Yeah, man. I mean, one of the biggest things, in my opinion, I think one of the hardest things when it comes to trading is being emotional. I mean, even till this day, like, there's times where like I do really, really well, and then my emotions get in the way. For example, like telling yourself you're not going to go ahead and take a trade. That's being emotional if you enter a trade. Or saying you're going to cut losses, but you really don't. That's being emotional as well. I think that's probably the most difficult part, just being that discipline. But as soon as you get that discipline, which is the most difficult thing in my opinion, you're going to be able to become a very, very successful trader. F-Bonk, LOL, nope, they still have potential, but you won't. Yeah, Bonk won't make you that much money unless you have thousands of dollars, which I know a lot of you in chat do. like I know a lot of you are probably like trading with over $100,000 in some of these projects. What if someone made a nut coin? I'm gonna scream. 8 nut meme coin. Glenn got rugged by cum token. Bro, you can't make this thing up, man. Cat under mat. What about petting the dog? Or what about stroking the dog? That would have been a pretty good token too if you think about it. I had a pretty good Christmas, Candy. How about yourself? Did you have a good one? Yeah, SpongeBob was actually pumping, no? Because it went dead. It was pumping for a little. Yeah, that's crazy. What if you make a nut 2.0? I finally got a VPN for MEXC, but I heard I can't use a VPN while on Coinbase. So do I have to keep switching on and off each time I'm switching back and forth? I like Coinbase as my fiat ramp. Yes, Chris. Yes. I mean, I don't like to go ahead and talk a lot about this because reasons, but what I could go ahead and tell you is that typically if you're logging into like your crypto.com, your Coinbase, your bank account, typically you don't want to be on a VPN because they are going to block you. They're going to think that it's somebody accessing your account. But if you're using like MEXC or BingX or these other platforms that you might need a VPN for security reasons, then yes, I would go ahead and turn on a VPN. And VPNs are really good for privacy and security, by the way, chat. Not so much privacy because honestly, it can still track you. So don't plan on doing anything interesting with VPNs. But we are actually partnered with NordVPN, which we are actually giving 69% off. Can you believe that? My very freaking favorite number, 69% off, 3 months extra with NordVPN. This is actually a partnership we just got recently. So definitely go ahead and support the channel if you need to go ahead and use a VPN. I've always encouraged VPNs. I think it's one of the best ways, especially if you're using a computer or usually on mobiles. It's not too necessary when it comes to security reasons because usually Apple, they have a really good firm system. Android's kind of half and half, but if you're on a computer, I would always recommend having a VPN. Like I literally have a VPN on running literally 24/7. like I'm always running on a VPN. I can't be tracked. Yeah, if you're trying to hide from whoever you're trying to hide, maybe. Dude, I think Glenn actually got into a token caught feet too, if I'm not mistaken. No, but yeah, if you want to go ahead and support the channel, by the way, chat too, BingX right now is giving $5,000 in sign-up bonuses, which I would recommend all of you to check out. And then as well, MEXC right here. And if you could go ahead and get into Bybiy, I would recommend that. These are all the accounts that I would say to check out. Sorry for the spam, by the way. But yeah, welcome everybody tuning in. If you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button for me. I'm not emotional, I'm heartless. I believe that, Key. I believe that. I do believe that. But how about we do this, Key? We'll do a promise or a bet, whichever one comes first. I think promises and bets are very, very similar, right? We do this where you send me $1 million and then I send you $1 million. How does that sound? I think that's a freaking good plan. You send me $1 million and then I send you the $1 million back. It's kind of like an IOU, but not really, right? I'm sure we could work things out. I'm also in Dog Wi-Fi hat. Candy, is that a Solana token? I believe it is, right? Dog Wi-Fi hat. Oh, it is. It just came out about what, 16 days ago? Whiff. Nice. 153 million market cap. It is consolidating right now on the 4 hourly. Looks like it's finding that area of support. Let's go ahead and do this Fibonacci retracement in the 618. Ooh, nice. Whiff. Whiff. Dog whiff hat. What's up with these weird names, man? Anyways, Dog whiff hat is actually sitting at the 618 retracement right now, which is actually consolidating, which looks like there might be some sort of uptrend coming up. Looks like we're about to break from a downtrend. So definitely go ahead and check that out. Shout out to Candy. Glenn says that's good, Chris. It really bothers me to see people sending from Coinbase to MEXC. Like, I know they can't follow transactions, but why you screaming at them that you done it? LOL, I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, see, I'm not here to go ahead and tell you what to do, but honestly, if you're trying to like hide money in crypto, it's super, super difficult. That's the whole entire reason of blockchain is to be tracked. So even if you think you're being a little sneaky, there's ways for a lot of these companies to track your funds, and MetaMask is now actually able to track your funds and hold on to your funds, right? So I believe from what I read, I think literally if anything was to ever happen, like that would involve like, you know, probably the feds or like the police or something. Probably not the police, but probably the feds if you're doing something sketchy, right? They could actually have access to your MetaMask wallet and like literally lock you out. So we're already seeing with regulation a lot of these decentralized part of crypto actually go away. Nope, you don't be checking out my tokens. That's why I name you Fakey. Key, I always check out your tokens. What do you mean? You told me about SSSHIB, and I've looked at SSSHIB. Tell me what tokens I haven't checked for you, Key. See, I even remember your name. And that's not typical of me, right? I'm usually really bad with names. See, I'm already trying to spell your name into the search bar. You know what's so funny? When I put your name, Shib comes out. I think you might be the freaking developer. Look, I put key and then Shib comes out. You can't make this thing up, even if I tried. Yeah, where's my million? I want a million too. Who said I'm giving out millions, right? We all need millions. Has anyone ever bought a meme that didn't even have a website or anything? It's really stupid, I know, but I'm just desperate to get one or two huge run-ups so I can have trading money. Yeah, dude, of course. We buy them all the time. We buy a lot of tokens that have no websites, and that's actually freaking, what is that? That's actually Solana for you, dude. Solana has freaking all these tokens that don't even have websites or even communities, and they freaking pump. And this is actually one of the alpha that Glenn actually shared with us. This is the Telegram right here, Chris, if you want to check out, where you could go ahead and check the projects that are coming out or what people are buying in very, very heavily. Like this one, for example, Joe on So could actually pump. It's at 501 market cap. A lot of these tokens are super degenerate. I mean, look at this one right here. Sol Samari is at 4,000 market cap. These are probably worth throwing 10 bucks into them. 20 bucks at the most, $40. But I've noticed a place with Solana is just to go ahead and throw like a couple dollars into these tokens before they crash. Because typically they dump. Like these are just, you know, just probably Soul Tiger could be a good one too. Soul Tiger sounds pretty good. Let me go ahead and post a smart contract or the wallet. Yeah, you first. Whoever sends me a million first, I'll send you a million back. I promise. You can take my word for it. Some pothead on X made that shit up. Dog with the hat. Dude, you just can't make it up with these names, bro. Like, straight up. That's freaking hilarious. Like you said, the community is very important. You want them to have Twitter, Telegram, and a website. I agree with you. Yeah, I have noticed that the tokens with Twitter and a Telegram and a website typically do a lot better than the tokens with no community or website whatsoever. Doesn't mean that it's not going to do well, though. Key says he told people to send him Soul. That's why it pumped like that. F the Fed. That's my freaking name on my freaking Telegram chat. This is my Telegram name right here. Look. I don't want to dox myself because I was about to dox my freaking phone number and everything, dude. That'd have been all bad, doxing my freaking phone number. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't show it. They can see it through here. I'm pretty sure Cold Ledger's tracked too, though. You called me D earlier, please. Yes, I'm the CEO. You're the CEO of SS Shib? I wouldn't be surprised. You didn't look up Pepe Coin. I told you look at SpongeBob. You got amnesia or LOL because you forgot that quick. I actually do. I have short-term memory loss. I bought Cash Cow, no website, and I doubled up. Still no crash, so they will get a team. Nope, you fake. LOL. I don't get on early meme coins. I hate it. Key, I already told you. You already know the rules right here. You're breaking the rules. You're breaking the rules. The rules are, if you want to go ahead and show me tokens, you go ahead and post a smart contract below. That's all you got to do. You want to show me a token, put the smart contract below. Let's get it going. How to turn all these MEXC notifications off every 5 minutes. Dude, you know what I do? Like, literally my phone, I get so many freaking notifications. Like, I'm not sure if you see my phone, but like literally, look, I'm going to show you this right now. My phone is literally no notifications. Like, my phone's always at notifications off. Like, I don't have notifications on my phone, dude. My phone's going off 24 freaking 7. It's annoying. Yesterday, I was like sleeping, dude. And I was listening to this meditation and I was like going to sleep. And all I hear is this freaking ringing, dude. All these freaking Telegram notifications going off. I was so pissed. I got so mad. You just got to turn off your notifications on your phone. That's what you got to do. Yeah, dude. I literally, you have to go directly on your phone settings, go to apps, go to notifications, and then go to turn off all. But no, you could actually track your Ledger transactions. I'm like 100% certain because there's an address that's needed for your wallets, and especially Ledger. Ledger's so centralized, bro. Like, if you're using a cold wallet, Ledger would probably be like the worst freaking cold wallet I'd ever freaking use. Like, the one I use is called SafePal, and SafePal is actually open source, which Ledger is not. So really, you don't even know what kind of information Ledger has access to. And they just released that Ledger can now go ahead. You can go ahead and have your secret phase secured on the cloud. I'm pretty sure they've been having access to your freaking seed phrase all along. Well, Key, you're making me go do some work. I told you, like, if you want to shield tokens here, it's a lot easier if you give me the token address. Why? Because it's freaking difficult to go ahead and try to aim for... Dude, there's so many freaking tokens that have the same exact name. Look, if I go ahead and type in SpongeBob, I'm sure I'm going to get like 20 of them. Look, told you. A lot of SpongeBob SquarePants. Like, how am I supposed to know which one's which? There's a reason why, you know, providing the smart contract makes everything a lot more easier and a lot more efficient for me. Yeah, SafePal is really good. It's cold because it's not on the internet. Yeah, but if you move your wallet from, let's say, from your cold wallet onto, let's say, or you're moving your money from Coinbase to your Ledger, that's tracked. I could guarantee you that's tracked. Now, let's say you moved your money from Coinbase to a MetaMask to then a crypto what is it called? A crypto mixer where you mix your monies and then you put it in a ledger. Then yes, I think you're more secure that way. But if you're moving your money from Coinbase to a MetaMask to a possible ledger or vice versa, there's more chances of you being tracked, as opposed to you getting money sent directly from your MetaMask to your ledger. It's still trackable, but it's not going to be tracked as easily, if that makes any sense. The feds are watching everything, yes. The feds are watching. Oh, cry me a river. Don't let them convince you're safe. Dude, Glenn, it's freaking called safe, pal. Of course it's freaking safe. Is there ever been a token with the word safe that has not been safe? It's sarcasm, by the way. I'm gonna mix you in a second. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. But chat, yeah, this is actually the pre-sale that I'm looking to get into. You could actually buy Bitland right here, or Bitland. You need to be a holder of Bake tokens, which is actually one of these swaps right here. And this is one of the launch pads that they're actually launching in about a couple hours, in probably like about 4 to 5 hours. And this actually starts right here. If you have no whitelist, this is where it starts. From what I've been hearing from Gnosis Network, shout out to him, he says this should be a 30x. He says that in the past he's jumped into these Ordinals tokens. This is a BRC20 token, and you can make a boatload of money from what I've heard. If Bitcoin continues to pump, I think this is going to be the case. So not financial advice. I'm going to throw a couple $100 in here, YOLO it, and I'm going to go ahead and get into this trade. Hey, end the Fed. You gotta end the Fed, chat. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at fear and greed chart right now. Currently at 73 on the fear and greed. Hey, by the way, Candy, you have to go ahead and jump into my Discord. I know you're in my Discord now. They could launch. Safe is the biggest flag. I agree with you, bro. It is. It is the freaking biggest flag, man. It's kind of like Sapherium. Remember? Hey, does anybody remember Sapherium? Remember how Sapherium went? I couldn't improve that message fast enough. Oh my gosh, it's freaking insane. Hey, Glenn, are you going to get on this trade with me tonight? The hell is Bitland? Key, who are you to talk? You're the one who gets on these weird freaking meme tokens talking about SpongeBob. AMD, how's it going, ANG? Solana's trash. I agree with you. Smash that subscribe button for me. Congratulations for saying Solana's trash. Yeah, let's get it. Hey, what does this beat remind you guys of? Like if you know, you know, dude. Like, what does this remind you of? I know a lot of you know what I'm trying to say. XRP is trash as well, though, bro. I was actually making fun of all the XRP maxis not that long ago because I know they're really pissed with the fact that Solana has pumped a lot. And if you were just trading Solana or just jumping into Solana because you knew Solana was super overhyped and overpriced, you made a lot more money than holding on to XRP. Hopefully I don't hurt your feelings, bro. Oh, please. Yeah, so Glenn, this is what you got to do. I'm going to go ahead and... anyways, chat, by the way, I'm going to be pretty active tonight. Like, I'm going to be, like, active tonight. So, if any of you want to go ahead and hop on a chat tonight or something, or later on today, and want to go ahead and have, like, a group chat on the Discord, go ahead and join the Discord down below, bro. Because we're going to go ahead and get onto this Bitland. I know Key's like laughing at us, but then again, she gets into tokens called SpongeBob, bro. Like she has nothing better to say over that. She's making fun of us getting into tokens called Bitland, but she's getting into tokens called SpongeBob, bro. Come on, you can't make that thing up. Like, even if you tried. But join the freaking community right here, dude. Yeah, I'm just kidding, AMD, by the way. I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just messing with you. I have love for everybody that is in crypto, right? Whether it's XRP, whether it's Cardano, Solana, I'm here to make money, bro. So whatever pumps, pumps. Yeah, I wish I was in on XRP pretty early too. I was in XRP pretty early though, I'm not gonna lie, but I was in at 13 cents. And even if you go ahead and measure to what the price action is right now, it's not that much. I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just messing with you. XRP is not trash. I'm just making fun of XRP holders. Like, I hope you don't take any offense to it. Like, I'm just messing with you. XRP, I just think XRP is overhyped. That's all it is. Because, like, if you were an XRP holder, and if you were a Solana holder instead, you made a lot more money holding on to Solana than XRP. You know, if you were trading Bonk, you would have made a lot more money, buying Bonk than XRP. So I don't have anything against XRP. I just like to mess around with XRP holders because I know they're like super XRP maxis, and they want to talk about how XRP is going to be revolutionary and how it's going to hit $1,000. I don't think it's going to hit $1,000. I hope I'm wrong. As I said, if XRP is a move, I'm going to be trading XRP. But honestly, XRP hasn't done anything interesting. What I could say is that XRP is in an uptrend, but dude, honestly, XRP, like, it's at $2. Like, even if I was to buy XRP right now, all I would do is a 2x. Like, that doesn't excite me. Like, a 2x is not exciting. Like, look how long XRP has been consolidating for. Like, literally, XRP has been consolidating for since about literally almost 2 years of consolidation just for this thing to barely double its price. Barely double its price. While literally everything else, even Bitcoin, has already doubled its price. I'm not sure about I'm not sure about Ethereum, but Solana freaking 8 or 10x. Bonk literally has quadruple. Like, and XRP is still like barely a 2x or a 1x in like 2 years. It's like, I don't know. I mean, as long as you're diversified, bro, I think that's all that matters. Like, if you really believe in XRP and you think XRP is going to hit 100,000, then I think that's all that matters, right? As long as you believe it, it's all good. But I just don't understand the hype over XRP. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I know a lot of people are super hyped about XRP, but dude, there's no way XRP holders have been making money. Like, if you're just buying a dip on XRP, like what, at 29 cents at the most, let's say you bought it back in 2022. Now, unless you bought XRP back in these years over here around 2017 and all that, where I was actually holding on to XRP. I was holding on to XRP in 2017 around 13 cents, I believe. And I just got kind of rid of it because it just pumped all the way to 30 cents, I believe, or I don't know how many cents it pumped up to. And it just consolidated. And like, freaking XRP always freaking consolidates in these big waiting periods where it doesn't do anything. So, I see XRP at the most in the short term doing a 2x. Can it go ahead and do, XRP at $10? Yeah, 100%. But even at $10, let's go ahead and measure it from this bottom to this top. That's a 10x, which is not bad. But it's also not life-changing, if that makes any sense. XRP is trash. Key says, give me some money for Bitland, says you want to sponsor. I'm not sponsoring Bitland. I'm just here to make money. Apparently, it's supposed to be a 30x. So if you could put in, let's say $1,000, 30x is 30 grand. Are you going to be complaining about making 30 grand in possibly a day? I'm sarcastic, LOL, but it's a cute Bitland. I'm not kidding. 0.13's alright. Yeah, I mean, A&G, if you bought in XRP really early, then I salute you, Not overhyped. It's attacked by establishment. Hello, bro. 2x go crazy. LOL. What the fuck? I was saying that back in the days. We were not even the bull run yet. LOL. But I don't care I'm not an XRP. I agree with you. XRP holders like just wait in 20 years. It's going up to $1,000. Okay, maybe, but I'm not trying to wait 20 years. The SEC had a BS lawsuit, bro. Utility and clarity. I agree with you. Utility is very, very useful, bro. But when you have projects like a token called dog with a hat doing like crazy returns and doing a 10 and 20x, like, does utility matter or does making money matter? Like I'm all for utility, but what people don't understand in this space is that, dude, F utility, bro. What's always gonna win is going to be freaking what people want. Tell me what utility Solana has. What utility does Solana have? Solana, to me, doesn't have anything impressive. I think I could have came up with the freaking Solana blockchain myself. That's what I think. I don't think it's impressive. I don't know. Maybe it is hard to go ahead and code and do, Solana. But I've coded on Solidity before, and what I'm trying to say is that Solana is nothing too impressive in my opinion. Like, it's nothing none of these other blockchains can't do and aren't doing. The only difference is that community's super overhyped. And it's kind of the same thing. It's like, yes, XRP has a good narrative, and it has a good utility, but what about Smile that did 113,000% in 24 hours? What about this freaking token right here? Dog with a hat sitting at 162 million market cap and literally has, from December 10th, has literally done a 2,000% X, which is like a 20X. I could go back and forth with a lot of these projects. XMES, 44%. Gorilla, 43%. Like, more than XRP. Guac. You think Guacamole has a utility? I don't even know. Maybe it does. But I don't think it has a real utility. Yet this thing has pumped crazy and has over 41 million market cap. And literally, if you measure it from this bottom to this top, this thing has done, it doesn't even tell me, but it's done crazy percentages. So what I'm trying to say is, like, yes, utility is important, but utility doesn't matter when people don't care about utility. Most people in crypto don't care about utility, bro. This is the reason why most people in crypto get wrecked by a lot of these influencers that shield these random tokens and just tell everybody, like, hey guys, buy this token now and you're gonna make a 20x. And there goes Joe from freaking Walmart freaking putting his whole paycheck on XRP, thinking it's gonna change his life. And little does he know that if he would have put in that money that he would have put in a freaking meme token, he probably would have stopped working at Walmart because he would have made some life-changing money. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of like the people still holding on to AMC, bro. It's like, I trade AMC. I was trading AMC a couple months ago, and I made money on AMC. And there's still people till this day thinking that AMC is going to go to $100,000 a share. Like, can you believe the delusion that people have? That's kind of how I feel with XRP. People think XRP is going to hit $1,000, and they think it's this lawsuit with this BS. Like, dude, didn't XRP just win the lawsuit with the SEC? Didn't they say that as soon as a freaking lawsuit won, XRP was going to go to $1,000? Where's XRP now? What happened to the SEC lawsuit, bro? And I'm not bagging on you. I'm just saying, like, this is what people need to understand. Like, people need to start waking up that who cares about utility, bro? Utility doesn't freaking matter. This is the reason why I don't sit here and make videos about, hey guys, so, let's go ahead and read the white paper together and let's go ahead and look into the smart contract. I could do that. I could read white paper. I know how to read a lot of these blockchains. Like, I understand this more than the average person, but do I ever talk about it? No, because no one cares about it. People would rather know, when Bonk is pumping to $1 million or when people are going to become millionaires overnight. That's what people care about. People don't care about the blockchain. Very few people care about the blockchain. Dude, if anything was to happen, XRP would probably be adopting, banks would be adopting XRP. Glenn, don't be a sausage. Dude, this guy literally called you a freaking sausage. Glee, not Glee. Why did I call her Glee? What's her name? I'm already forgetting your name. Key. I put Glenn and Key together, so I said Glee. That comedy said, Key, that's funny. I am what I eat, Key. I know your conviction is strong to be effective. That's why I less. Glenn, don't be a sausage. A sausage go crazy. Hey, that could be the next freaking meme token. Glenn, don't be a sausage. Hello. Oh god, here he goes. No, he did not just go there. Banks will fail. Don't worry about it. They're going to make a hot dog meme coin with a hat. Man is the XRP Illuminati. Don't believe the hype. Cancel. You believe the hype, brother. The whales in XRP got you by the nuts. I agree with you. Wait, hold up and send me that Bitland link. Yeah, back to Bitland. Delulu go crazy. I'm thinking about making a meme coin running off with the money, JK. Just make sure you send me money, Key. Make sure you send me $1 million. Watch it pump down with potential $5 million lawsuit. Pump and dump. That's sad. Alright, here you go with Bitland. So you're making fun of Bitland. You know what's gonna be you know what's gonna be a new insult moving forward? It's like, dude, don't be an XRP holder. I have love for all people, man. I'm just messing with you. AMG. I'm just AMG med. You know, bro, if you love, if XRP makes you happy and holding on to XRP makes you, you know, happy every day, then, you know, just do it, you know? Don't listen to us. But you're not going to convince us to buy XRP, bro. Like, you're not going to convince anybody in the chat, I think, to be a XRP holder maxi. Like, we're here to make money, bro. We don't care if we got to trade SpongeBob to make money. You know what I mean? We trade in anything that makes money. We ain't maxis over here. At least I'm not. If you do, Key, if you do, you're gonna have to split it with me. That's the way it works. Hey, I never said it will do a 30x. I said from what I heard, it's gonna do a 30x. So I'm gonna throw in some money, and if it does a 30x and you make some money. Not financial advice. I'm telling you, 80% chance you might lose some money. Just letting you know. I don't know. I'm gonna throw some money. I'm a YOLO some money. Like if I'm betting on red, and I'm gonna throw it, and I'm gonna see what happens. And Key, if you put money and you make $30,000, you're gonna take me out for dinner. That's what it's gonna be on you. You're gonna take me out for dinner. Yeah, you're right. They're not gonna find you because of the freaking cold wallet. You're right. Oh, that's freaking hilarious. I'll be damned if I put money in it. I'll use your money. You're so funny, dude. No, all I said is if you make 30,000, no, I'm not even. No, I'm not. My eye is going to be on that chart every minute. All right, well, I'm gonna throw money in it, but I'm telling you, if you throw money in it and you make 30 grand, you're gonna take me out for dinner. That's gonna be on you. Deal or no deal? Key makes 30 grand. She flies me out and takes me out to dinner. To me, that sounds like a freaking good deal because you made money. Like, you know what I mean? That's like the best you could do. Just digital money. Yeah, there's already digital money. I agree. Yeah, hey, hey, dude, if we see freaking Key just disappear out of the stream, like in the next couple of days and she's gone, we know she made a bag. Like, she's like, I'm out. Deuces. Yeah, we already used digital money. Yeah, dinner. If you make 30 grand, you're gonna take me out to dinner and fly me out. You delusional. Chris, exactly, Glenn. I agree with you, dude. You know what I use to pay for my food? I use my freaking phone. Like I haven't touched physical money in a cool minute. Like straight up, haven't touched money in a cool minute. Anyways, we got to start getting ready for this freaking let me send you this link too. Hey, Chris, you should probably check this out, by the way. Not financial advice. I just want to go ahead and say I'm not associated or affiliated with freaking any of these tokens, right? So if anything goes wrong, I don't want to hear any of you freaking crying that, dude, this freaking token dumped. I'm telling you, this is a high risk, high reward. If delusional was a person. I'm not asking much. You make 30 grand. I think flying me out and taking me out to dinner, it's more than enough. Where you at? I don't know. You're going to have to fucking try to find me. I'm sure you can, right? Scary. Woo! Mysterious. I'm in my dungeon. But yeah, follow Bakery Swap, by the way. Bakery Swap, you can actually buy Bake token on MEXC, which if you go ahead and head over to MEXC, which I'm going to actually go ahead and do in a little bit. If anybody wants to hop in a chat together later on today, we could go ahead and do that too. We could like literally pull up, do an all-nighter while we're freaking buying tokens together. So freaking cool, right? Yeah, but you have to be buying Bake token, which looks like it's about to dump soon too. So hopefully it doesn't freaking dump on us, dude, because this is gonna be super, super bad. I know I heard him on another stream and it was refreshing because half the world is asleep. Oh, that XRP guy? Hey, you in a garage. I'm in a dungeon, if you know what I mean. No, Chris, I agree with you, man. See the problem that, the problem with the world, and it's not just the problem with the world, it's all honestly a crypto problem too. We have enough people that already shill and pump freaking tokens left and right. And people are constantly being sold a dream that might never, ever, ever, ever freaking happen if it ever does, right? And that's kind of the reason why I just like to be upfront with a lot of these tokens. Like, I don't know. No one knows. But I'm also not going to go ahead and make videos talking about a project's in a freaking moon forever and it's going to make you all this kind of money. I'm just saying there's an opportunity. And I'm willing to go ahead and take on the risk and taking on the opportunity. But I think a lot of people are mostly just sold in the dream of like, the SHIB dream, the Dogecoin dream, the XRP dream, the Bitcoin dream. Like everybody thinks that like all these altcoins could be compared to Bitcoin one day. Will they ever do that? Maybe, right? But everybody has this illusion that think that, because Bitcoin's worth $43,000, that a token like Solana or XRP, for example, one day will be $40,000, and that's their dream, right? So they're thinking like, I buy this token, I'm going to be worth billions, millions, What tokens you invested in? I invested in a lot of freaking tokens. Right now I'm completely wrecked because I've been trading this market these last couple months. Later today is in about a couple hours. So this token's going to go live in about 3 to 4 hours. My time, 10, 11, 12, that's about 4 hours that I have left. 3 hours and a half that this token's going to go live. Typically, pre-sale is the way it works. They usually dump. Pre-sales usually dump. I'm going to be honest with you. They usually freaking dump. The only reason why I'm buying this is because this is supposed to be running on BRC20, which is Ordinals, which is Bitcoin pretty much. Bitcoin's blockchain. And if Bitcoin does continue to go up and Bitcoin does break new all-time highs, I do think we could see a run-up on this token called Bitland. But this is the reason why I'm telling you that. As I mentioned right here on those Launchpad, I'm only throwing in money I'm willing to lose. So whatever money I'm throwing in, which is not going to be much, I'm only going to throw in about 300 bucks. I'm okay losing. Like, I don't care if it goes to zero. Like, in my head, as soon as I deploy $300, it's already lost. I don't want to say I'm not here to make money. Obviously, I'm here to make money, but I really don't know where it's going to go. I'm just going based on what I've seen, and usually BRC20 tokens always freaking pump. It's not always the case though, but they usually always pump. If you go back right here where it says BRC20 and you go ahead and look at these tokens that have been launched, like for example, I'm not sure if this is a good comparison, but we have Sats. When this thing launched back in October, and look at this freaking this price action, 7,000% pump. And this is just a few of these freaking ordinal projects. For example, Rats. A freaking project called Rats. You can't make this thing up. Look how much it has pumped. I'm sure it probably pumped a little bit more, but it says 43%. So you typically always usually pump. This is actually one of the tokens too that they're collaborating with. This thing only pumped 72%. But we really don't know how much data this thing's giving us. Let's see what other one is this one. MSS. Let's see how much this one pumped. And this one says it hasn't pumped anything. I remember this one, TERT. I remember looking at TERT SAT. And this one says it didn't do anything either. So I don't know. I don't know. Mice. They actually had a token called Mice too. Yeah, these are all ordinals tokens. I don't know how they're going to do, though. They usually all pump, typically. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with this, because there's no way. It's showing them that they're up, but it says they haven't pumped whatsoever. You buy the dip and then you sell it quick. That's how that works. Yeah, 100%. You just buy and sell. You wouldn't lie for 10K for a meme coin like most people do. Nah, not for 10K. 10K is just, dude, 10K is a little bit. Like, if I had to do some sort of crazy deal for some crazy money, I'd have to be crazy money for me to do that. 10,000 is not enough. Not for my reputation, I would say. Like, dude, $10,000 to ruin my reputation is not worth it. I can make that without having to make a video about it. About to be a long one. Whenever John says it's not going to be a long stream, we are here for all night. I agree with you. Bitland. John, I'm sorry for making XRP Maxi leave. You're good, bro, my guy. You must be in Mexico or Canada, LOL, because it don't work over here. What do you mean? What doesn't work over here? Oh, you belling, Dan. Yeah, my dungeon room. That's why it's all dark. That's why it's all dark. It's a dungeon room, that's why. You not see it? Shorts. Key. If you want to know how to jump into this, just join our Discord. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. You know. Yeah, and Glenn's freaking right. Every time I say that the stream's gonna freaking, be over with, I'm usually here for a couple hours. The meme coin. Bitland. I guess it's considered a meme coin. Yes, you're right. Look, that's what I'm gonna do. You said to buy don't work in my region, silly. Well, I don't know where you live, so how am I supposed to know? Is it ETH fees as well? Tarek, how's it going, Tarek? I think it is. So based on what I understand, which is why I'm going to go ahead and have to end the stream soon and start figuring this shit out. From what I understand, Bitland. Okay. Take 10 steps back, right? Take 10 steps back. You want me to join that? LOL. Well, you're asking how you can join, and I'm just telling you, join my Discord. That's all I'm saying. I can't really say much. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. You just dox yourself. Anyways, what I was saying is I could go ahead and show you or help you with the problem you're having on Discord. Well, Biden. But what I'm saying, Tarek, okay, this is what I'm going to say. key. If you need help, just join my Discord. That's all I gotta say. We're gonna be there later on today anyways, trying to figure this thing out. And I suggest you to join as well, Tarek, all right? I'm very limited to what I can say, that's why. I'm sure you know what I'm trying to say. If you know, you know. That's all I gotta say. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then maybe this pre-sale might not be for you. You guys are catching on. You guys are catching on. Key, you're onto something, you know? You're onto something, but maybe not. Anyways, yes, maybe. All I can look, this is all I'm going to say. If you guys need a VPN for privacy, you go ahead and use NordVPN. 69% off. Like, you can't make this thing up. 69% off. Favorite number. 3 months extra, right? Privacy is really needed when you're trading crypto. So if you need a VPN for privacy reasons, meaning like so you won't, you know, avoid viruses or stuff like that on your computer, NordVPN is the way to go. And that's all I gotta say. Back to talking about Bitland, and you need additional help, join my Discord server, by the way. Bitland, from what I understand, BAKE token runs on ERC20, from what I understand. Base on the website, it says right here, connect to wallet, Base, BNB, or Ethereum. You connect your wallet. So in order for us to be able to participate in the Bitland presale, we need to be a holder of BAKE token or 1CAT. You could do either or. 1CAT would be this one right here. Let me see. 1CAT. I just literally saw it. Oh, it's right here. 1CAT. You could either be a holder of 1CAT or you could be a holder of BAKE. Either or. I think I'm going to go probably with BAKE. Let's see if 1CAT's on MEXC. Oh, 1CAT's on MEXC as well too. So you could either do either or. 1CAT or BAKE. I'm probably going to go by BAKE, to be honest. You could go ahead and do that. And then, from my understanding, you connect your wallet and you just wait and you select which one you're going to buy. For beta, whitelist, and non-whitelist is going to be on December 28th at 9 a.m. UTC. So if you're watching this live stream right now, I don't know what time that is, but for me, it's in a couple hours. 3 to 4 hours, this pre-sale is going to go live. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing for you too. I doubt we have more hours than less than other people, right? I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think we're all given 24 hours worldwide. This is where the non-whitelist goes, right? We don't have at least I don't have whitelist, so I can't do this earlier. But if you have whitelist, you could do it about an hour earlier. Whitelist is like if you have a ticket to be able to get in early. For the people that don't have one, this is going to be our time. This is going to be the time that the pre-sale ends. It's going to be at 10 a.m., so an hour after. So from my understanding, you have to be a holder of BAKE token or 1CAT. You have to connect your Ethereum wallet, and you go ahead and buy the token. You're like, hey, John, but this is a BRC20 token. Well, that's a great question. I don't know how that's going to work. By bridging the assets between ERC20 and BRC, or ERC20 and BRC20, Bitland will bring many users. And that's kind of like where I'm lost. It's I don't know how we're going to get our tokens. I'm not sure we're going to get them on ERC20 and then have to bridge them, or we're going to get them on ERC20 and they're going to create a bridge, which you're going to have the option to convert into an ERC20 or BRC20 Bitland token. That's where I'm a little confused. But as I mentioned, this is the way you're going to buy it. I don't understand. Bitland represents a groundbreaking AI-driven 3D metaverse. The mission of Bitland is to cultivate an environment, prioritize gaming that allows Bitcoin assets, BRC20, ordinals, NFTs, and others within the metaverse. By bridging the assets between ERC20 and BRC20, Bitland will bring in many new users. And this is a website for Bitland. So I don't know if we're going to have to click on airdrop after, and maybe we send our money to Bakery Swap, and then maybe we connect to airdrop and it gives us our tokens on the BRC20. I don't know. That's where I'm a little confused. Yeah, that's where I'm assuming. Look, because it says OKX wallet, Unisat, and then BitGet wallet. So that's what I'm assuming we're going to have to do. I don't know how that's going to work exactly. I'm going to be honest. But we'll figure it out. That's all I gotta say. I don't know. I'll go ahead and post a website down below as well. Here. What are your top 3 crypto choices? Harry, how's it going? My top 3 will be Bitcoin Cash. It will be what else? Bitcoin Cash. What else would it be? We have Bitcoin Cash, Solana, and then I would say my third one would be XLM. Bitcoin Cash, Solana, and XLM. And if you want to get rid of Solana, I would just say Bitcoin Cash, XLM, and then I would go for 1 inch or Uniswap. But I would say Solana, Bitcoin Cash, and last one was XLM. I would say those are my 3 choices of crypto: Solana, Bitcoin Cash, and XLM. Great question, by the way. Welcome if you're brand new to the channel. Tarek says from MEXC you sending to MetaMask, and after that ETH fees. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. We're going to go ahead and buy from MEXC, and then from MEXC, we're going to send our money to MetaMask. And from MetaMask, we're going to go ahead and buy the token. You could also do it directly. I don't know if change.io maybe has it. Maybe change.io does have it. Let's see. Or changenow.io. If they have Bake, then yeah, we could also do it this way. Oh, they actually do, chat. But Bake is going to be on BSC. So if you want, you could also go ahead and convert, you know, your Solana, if you want to use your Solana or whatever you want to use ETH. Let's say you want to have Solana, and you could convert it into Bake. That's another way you could go ahead and do it. So now we know, and the website, it's called Change Now, which I'm going to go ahead and show you as well. And the cool thing is you can convert it into any token. But the thing is, see, you could also do it on BNB though. Can we do it on BNB? Watch out. Hold on, chat. Maybe don't use it on BNB yet. Let me see if we have. Okay, yeah, you maybe don't want to do it on BNB. Yeah, you don't want to do it on BNB. So take that back. You don't want to do it in BNB, all right, chat? Don't do it on BNB. You have to do it on ETH in order to go ahead and qualify for the launchpad, because it looks like they only have the launchpad on ETH, which is ERC20. So take that back. But Change Now, it's one of the platforms you could go ahead and convert your cryptos. Okay, I'm gonna get the feds in here. For reals, yes. Matic update. Moshe, how's it going? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do a Matic update right now. The hell is that, KK? SolLink 88, I'm EST. You need ETH in your wallet. Yes, traded all my ETH for Link. Wild. Oh, wow. One cat is on futures. That sounds freaking fun. Fakery. Okay. Polkadot update. Okay, what do you guys want? Matic, Polkadot, and what else? We'll do some quick updates right now before we end the chat. But let's go ahead and do Matic. Welcome everybody tuning in. Smash that subscribe button. And do some Matic updates. Okay, let's look at Matic. Matic. What's going on with Matic? Let's go ahead and see the 4-hourly chart. It looks like 4-hourly chart right now. Matic is looking for an area of support. I would say there could be a probability we will see Matic fall down to the levels at around 95 cents. So do expect some sort of drop. About like a 6% drop if we do, before we do see this coming back up. This could be also the area of support, but we're going to go ahead and see where support goes, right? So as I mentioned, based on what I'm looking at right now, let's say, you know, it does drop, which is probability there will, but then we're going to go ahead and retest back onto the 109. So do expect Matic to possibly take a dip down to 94 cents before we see a pump back up. That's at least on the 4-hourly. On the 1-hourly, it does look like support is being found, and it's telling us that we could go probably as low as 98 cents. It looks like this is somewhat of an area of support. If support is not found, we will go ahead and retest 95. If 95 is not an area of support, 85 cents will be an area of support. 15-minute chart. It looks like right now it's kind of struggling to find that support. Ideally, support will be around the 98 cents range. So do expect Matic to enter the zone right here around the 98, and depending on where it goes, we're going to be able to get a better understanding if it's going to continue to push the upside. So let's go ahead and do a dot. Dot, what's going on with dot? Let's take a look at the daily. Okay, it looks like it just broke out of this resistance area that we were currently at. Right now with dot, what I would go ahead and do is just wait to see where this is going to go. Right now it looks like consolidation is actually being found at the moment. Not consolidation, sorry, support is being found at the moment. So as long as dot doesn't fall below 8.297, we should be good. But if you do go ahead and see dot fall below 8 cents, 8.332, we are going to be testing back down to the $7 range. So do expect some sort of move in the next couple hours. In order for dot to continue to be pushing to the upside, I would ideally like to see dot break above $9 to go ahead and confirm that this thing has broken down from its downtrend and now is looking to go ahead and touch to make new higher highs, which we saw that resistance is around 9.592. But right now it is signaling us that we have actually been in the overbought territory, and right now looking to go ahead and find that support. So right now what dot's doing, it's looking for its area of support before we see a reversal. So if support is not strong enough where we're at right now, we could be expecting it falling down to $7, which $7 is a very strong area of support with dot. So be surprised if we do see dot fall back down to around the $7 range before we see a pump to the upside. Solana would drop more. Yes, I think Solana will drop more if we do fall below 101. Will you check Jesus coin, please? Dumping, but this will go way past its all-time high. Can you go ahead and post a smart contract for Jesus? Because I know there's a lot of Jesus coins. You can't make it up either. Do you have a good source for beginner trading info on how to read charts? I do. I think I do. Let me see who I can find right now for you. I could tell you who my favorite traders are. This is a little bit more of an advanced trader, but I think you will learn a lot. And I would suggest you to learn more from him because he has really good risk management. His name is Andy from Bitcoin Senses. I'm actually taking one of his courses right now. He has a really good course. I've actually collaborated with him in the past too. I think we will be collaborating again soon. But he has really good TA. So I would recommend you to check out Andy from Bitcoin Senses. You'll like him, trust me. I like watching him a lot. And then another one that I really like, that's my favorite one, which is one of my freaking favorite cryptos. Where's she at? Is it Crypto Queen? Where the heck is Natoshi? She got a new channel, but let's see if I can find her. Is this girl right here? You could go to her. It looks like someone took over her channel, but she has a really good content. She's my favorite. I have to go ahead and find her new channel. Let me go ahead and check the Twitter real quick because I have her on Twitter. This one right here. This one right here. This is the one. She's really good. I like Natoshi as well too, or Natalie. Natalie's really good. She's one of my favorites. These are the two people that I really watch when it comes to live stream with crypto. So I would recommend you to check out Crypto Lifer. Keeps it real too, man. Yeah, Well, Andy just did a collaboration with Crypto Lifer. A couple months ago, if I could recall correctly. So these are my favorite traders right here. She's really good. As I mentioned, this is an old channel, so you could probably go to her newer one, the one I just sent you the page to. She's really cool. and I collaborated with her in the past too. And then Andy from Bitcoin Senses, which has collaborated with Lifer as well. So he's really, really freaking good, bro. I'm actually taking this course right now on TA. But like honestly, dude, TA is very, very simple. It's just support and resistance. Who else can I recommend you to? I mean, we could also always go ahead and do like, we could also always go ahead and do a live stream where we focus on like just basic TA if you're down for that too. I just keep it very, very simple, right? When it comes to technical analysis, I keep it very simple, and I only listen to a very few people that actually do TA. And I know Andy from Bitcoin Senses and, you know, Natalie, those are people that are really good with TA. Watch this, Brett. All right, let's watch this. What else do we have? I'm stuck in Vulcan Forge. Could you please analyze how much would have dropped? What is Vulcan Forge? Lifer game. Hey, how's it going, Harry? Oh yeah, Harry's already here. I'm gonna buy more Bonk and Radium, Oracle and Solana. Hey, Francisco, I agree with you, dude. I think Radium's a really good play. Okay, what were we gonna do? We were gonna do this. Brett. 853,000 market cap, 100,000 of liquidity. I think this thing's about to send, bro. Not financial advice. Yeah, this is insane, dude. It has a pretty cool logo too. See the token. The thing is with a lot of these Solana tokens or just meme tokens in general, they have to have a cool logo, right? And Brett just looks pretty cool, to be honest. Oh, well, it's like, what is it? The biggest community meme coin, Solana. ETH has Pepe, AVAX has Landwolf, and Solana has Brett. It kind of looks like a mix of Wolf and freaking Solana. I mean, Pepe. That's funny, dude. Yeah, this token actually looks pretty good, bro. This is some alpha you just found. 853,000 market cap. It's actually a good one. It's actually pretty good, man. Okay, Chris just gave us a smart contract. Mohit, can you go ahead and tell us a little bit more about Vulcan Forge? Is that a meme token? Is that an actual token? Vulcan Forge. Okay, Vulcan Forge. We'll just do it on... What's up with the freaking ticker symbol? Why is it different? Both of these on PYR. What the heck is PYR? Okay, we'll just do this one, I guess. We'll do this one right here. Vulcan Forge. The 4 hourly looks really good, dude. I don't know what price action you bought in, but the 4 hourly looks like it is looking for this area of support. So as long as it holds above this area right here, which is around the 7802, you should be good. If you do go ahead and see a break below this area of support right here, we are going to be testing back down to around the $6 or even the $7 range. But it looks like right now it's going to be reversing, and it's going to be reattempting to go ahead and break past this area of resistance one more time. So Vulcan Forge, in my opinion, is actually looking pretty good. On the daily, it doesn't look too bad, but it also doesn't look too bearish. For short term, you know, it doesn't look bad. On the 4 hourly, it looks like this thing's about to at least try to reverse. So give it a couple hours to go ahead and see it try to break to the upside. If this thing does retest, let's say if it does retest 8.71 and it doesn't break past it, retesting the $9 again, this thing's going to go ahead and retest from the 8.828 and it's going to come back down to $7. And if it doesn't hold the support right here, it's going to pretty much dump, which should actually be somewhat of an area of support, because as you see, resistance becomes support, support becomes resistance, and this was once an area that was of resistance prior, which actually became an area of support. So we could say it's a pretty good, strong support. So So as long as it holds above where we're at right now, as long as it doesn't go below 745.6 or even 7448, we should be good. But as I mentioned, it looks like it is printing, at least trying to print a 4-hour reversal to retest and try to break above $9. Smash that like button for me, chat. Come on, please, 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 please. Let's get it going. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 12 watchers, 11 likes. 13 watchers, 11 likes. Come on, let's get it. Okay, you posted the Jesus contract. Let's see. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Okay, I found it. Jesus. There you go. Woo! Jesus coin. They did a V3 too. Interesting. 31 million market cap. Dude, Jesus is like a freaking cult, bro. This freaking token is like a cult. Like, it's actually quite scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not here to offend anybody, but dude, I was in their freaking spaces at one time and I was like, dude, what am I listening to? This feels like a freaking cult. And if I could remember correctly, I think they have like Sunday service where they have like service every Sunday on freaking Twitter spaces. Like, you can't make this thing up. If this is a correct Jesus coin, this is it, dude. It's freaking crazy. Yeah, I can't find it, but I'm pretty sure this is a freaking token. Correct me if I'm wrong. It looks like right now support is being found, which is actually pretty good. We could go ahead and go base back from on May. We do see that support is around this area, and I would say it's quite a good area of support in my opinion. So as long as we hold this area, continue to hold this area, we should be good. Let's go ahead and see how Fibonacci retracement looks from this. It looks like we are slightly a little bit lower on the fib levels. Let's see if we could actually do it from here though. Yeah, we are still slightly lower on the fib levels. So we already lost the fibs, which ideally we would have never wanted Jesus to drop below this area right here. This yellow line, we should have never broken behind it. But see, that's a problem. Usually with meme tokens, we always see manipulation always happen. So if you're looking to go ahead and enter Jesus coin, you could probably expect an additional dump. Possibly down another additional 30%. If you want to go ahead and wait for a confirmation that this might be a time for you to pump, I would say wait for Jesus to break around the zone right here, around the 2595 zone, and then just see how it works around here, whether it consolidates or it continues to have some sort of breakout. But as long as we do go ahead and see it go above this yellow line, we should go ahead and be good. And currently right now we fell slightly below that yellow line. And it looks like it's trying to reattempt to break back to the upside. Which, the problem here, chat, is that this was a freaking strong area of support, in my opinion. Like the problem is that when you see tokens consolidated in this phase, like literally it consolidated in the zone for about, let's say, 27 days. So for almost a whole entire month, it was within this price action just for it to go ahead and come down. And typically that's not a good sign. It's typically a bearish when it breaks some sort of support like this, right? So in order for us to be bullish once again, I would like to go ahead and see Jesus break above this line. And that's going to go ahead and confirm to us that there's a higher probability that this thing's going to be making newer highs on Jesus coin. Yeah, of course, Chris. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. AVAX will dump more. Let's go ahead and take a look at AVAX real quick. AVAX, yeah, Vulcan Forge is looking like it's about to do that reversal, dude. So just be on the lookout for that. It looks like support has been found at around 8078. So as long as it doesn't break down below this zone, I think we should be good on Vulcan Forge. This thing's looking pretty healthy, bro. I really can't say otherwise. AVAX, let's go ahead and look at AVAX. AVAX. Yeah, AVAX is actually looking very similar to Solana, actually. And this is kind of the same problem that I told everybody. You know, when we're having tokens pump like crazy like this, they're freaking exciting. They're fun. Everybody's like, woo, we're making money. We're all going to become billionaires and millionaires. But what people are not realizing is that when we're jumping to crazy, crazy levels like this and not having any sort of retracement, we're just pumping, it's going to be very, very smooth for us to literally fall back down. Why? Because as I mentioned, we haven't found any areas of support. Go back to AVAX back in August 2022. This was an area of resistance. It struggled right here. Finally, as soon as we broke that area of resistance, we literally just mooned, making new all-time highs. But even if we go back all the way over here, back in 2021, this was once an area of support, but we saw that we literally broke through that very, very easily with no support being found. So what does that mean, John? What that means is that AVAX is at very critical areas right now. Very similar movement that it's actually having with Solana. And ideally, what I didn't want to go ahead and see is AVAX fall below $41 from what it looks like. Actually, I didn't want to see it fall below $42.838. This is where I put this line right here, right? I'm going based off this prior resistance that we had right here. So we are more than likely probably going to see AVAX come back down to $29. That's what I think. As I mentioned, that's about a 20 to 30% correction, 25 to 30% correction. And the reason why is because it did the same exact move as Solana. It literally just kept on pumping. That's on the bigger time frames. On the smaller time frames in the 4-hourly chart, I would say be on the lookout for AVAX coming back down to around $38. If it does fall below $38.163, which I'm going to go ahead and put the price action for all of you to watch. Let me go ahead and put that right here. If we do go ahead and see AVAX come down to 37.921, we are more than likely going to be retesting $31. If it doesn't hold up $31, we're going to be retesting $26. And if we fall below $26, we might be falling as low as $24. And the only reason why is because this is really, unfortunately, the only real area of support we have. $25. It's the only real area of support, chat. This is the reason why I don't like seeing when this is 40% drop, which would actually be very, very beautiful for all of us to buy the dips. But there's a reason why I'm not really bullish when I'm seeing tokens pump like crazy like this, and people are getting very, very excited. Like, yeah, AVAX, Solana to the moon. Woo, bull run. And then everybody gets wrecked. All the normies get wrecked because they don't understand any of these key levels. All they understand is hype, and they maybe have one of their favorite influencers talking about, buy AVAX. AVAX is going to hit $500. Don't miss out. Life-changing opportunity and money. And people go all in. They go all in at these levels right here. While maybe that freaking your favorite influencer is talking about it, dude, you're being their exit liquidity. They're cashing out their AVAX on you, selling you the dream that thing's going to go to $500 just for this thing to drop, and then they're going to go ahead and buy the dip again. And then this thing's gonna freaking pump. And by the time you sell, because you're breaking even at this point, you're like, dude, I'm sick and tired of this. This thing's gonna make new all-time highs. That's usually the way the market works. So in order for us to go ahead and be bullish with AVAX, from where we're looking at it right now, I would like to go ahead and see AVAX break above $44. So as long as we continue to break above $44, then I will go ahead and say that there's a higher probability we will be retesting $49. But based on what we're looking at right now, it looks like there is a lot of weakness on the chart with AVAX, and that's on the 4-hourly. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 1-hourly. The 1-hourly, as you can tell, when we go into the smaller time frames, we've been printing new higher lows, right? We have this staircase effect where it tries to reattempt breaking the area of resistance one more time. So don't be surprised if we see AVAX pump to $43 one more time, and then we have that dump coming back down to $38. And if it doesn't hold around $38, expect this thing to continue to just dump all the way down to $24. That's what could happen. Not saying it will happen. I just gave you the both bullish and bearish scenario. So hopefully that helped all of you. Is that good, chat? Does that make any sense? Anybody have any other questions or concerns? I appreciate every one of you. Really do. Thank you for all joining. Smash that like button for me. It does help support the channel. It really does. If you have any other questions, just let me know down below. I'll go ahead and stay here for a couple more minutes Thank you so much for your analysis. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for watching. Hopefully that helps, you know, and if anybody wants to go ahead and support the channel and use any of my links down below, make sure to go ahead and show some love to BingX. This is actually one of our new partners that we just got. They're giving all the way up to $5,000 in sign-up bonuses. The good thing about them is that there's no KYC, and as I mentioned, this is one of the best ways to support me right now. Obviously, I usually always promote MEXC, but people have been a little bit iffy with MEXC. You could go ahead and use that as well, but I would say try to show a little bit more love to BingX. That's going to be our new trading platform that we're going to be using a little bit more moving forward. And then obviously we have Bybiy. This is a $30,000 sign-up bonus, but you know, not everybody freaking is allowed to do that. Use Bybiy. It's a good time to buy DOT. I don't think right now is a good time to buy any tokens. Like, depending on what you're looking to do, if you're looking to go ahead and maybe do a small little swing trade to the upside, I think DOT could be around a good range to buy. Looking at the 15-minute chart, yeah, it looks okay. It doesn't look bad. It does look like we are at a good area of support. So if you're looking to go ahead and swing trade DOT on the hourly chart, it does look pretty decent. It doesn't look the best, but it doesn't look the worst either. It is kind of like in this kind of movement that's not doing anything. And for me personally, when I'm looking to go ahead and enter ranges, I either look for a bottom or I enter to go ahead and look for a confirmation. It looks like this bottom is in. I mean, look at the support around this whole entire area. This is a pretty good area of support, but right now it's really not doing anything. It's just consolidating. In order for you to get confirmed that we are going to get back in an uptrend with DOT, I would be focusing on the smaller time frames. And I'll be looking for a breakout to the 8.94. If we do go ahead and see this breakout to the 8.94, it'd be a good time to buy, because this thing's going to more than likely probably try to retest, making new all-time highs. If it does go ahead and lose the, you know, the support at 8.39, we are going to be coming down to the price target of $7. So short term for a trade, possibly. I don't know. It's consolidating right now. It's not really doing much. Yeah, it's really not doing much. And if you measure it from, you know, from Tuesday all the way to where we're at right now, it's been in this whole entire wick all the way down. So it looks like it finally has, or it's at least trying to go ahead and get that reversal coming in. And that reversal will be confirmed as soon as we break this zone right here around the 8.9. That's going to confirm that we are back onto an uptrend. But it does look like they did shake out a lot of people. Anyways, chat, I hope all of you enjoyed this video today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications if you are brand new to the channel. Make sure to also go ahead and follow me on Twitter at ALTCOINJohn. Give me a follow there. And hopefully I could go ahead and give you, you know, look, hopefully I look forward to all of you very, very soon. I'm going to be participating on this pre-sale. Hopefully it goes well for us. And yeah, I'll go ahead and catch all of you onto the next one. Thank you. Make sure to go ahead and join my Discord, by the way, completely free. Let me go ahead and post a link down below. Invites, copy. Here you go. This is my Discord right here. Completely free, by the way, chat. I usually sometimes do technical analysis there, literally on the Discord. In the mornings, every time I wake up, I do technical analysis on the market, so nobody gets to see that content like on YouTube. So that's like that's some alpha there. But anyway.